Hello, welcome to week 5 now. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving and a good R&R. And so we only have another 4 weeks to go. So I want you to kind of look ahead this week too, to see what's expected in the rest of the course, because there's only actually 2 assignments left, and that's in week 6 and then week 8. Okay, we do not have a actual assignment in this week or in week 7. Okay, so I'll talk about that a little bit later, but you need to look ahead to what's expected in those two. Those are two summative assessment that's worth 160 points apiece. Okay. So, looking ahead later, but right now let's look at Thursday discussion, and we only have we have 2 discussions this week, but we do not have an assignment. So, in the discussions you use, the information could probably be used later in assignment 6 and 8. Okay. So keep that in mind. So here we're just looking at what's to determine the criteria for assessing the program effectiveness. And if you're working with a team, how would you work with them, and that sort of thing. Summarize, and then your sources that you would look at as far as the standards and stakeholder priorities and theoretical frameworks and whatnot for looking at the criteria. So you can see that. So this is, use 2 citations or so to support yourself, and then you respond to someone by Monday. Okay, and the reading this week is quite a bit. You have some good info. The article that you're asked to read this week is about criteria. It has something to do with criteria, so you should look at that article. Discussion 2's due Saturday. I want you to summarize how you describe the evaluation process, including the standards and methodology outcomes to, say, leaders and stakeholders. Okay, so that's who your audience is for this paper, and then synthesize the strategies you use to clarify the roles and responsibilities to include how they might influence the success of the evaluation. Okay, so use sources. Again, you have a good text. Chapter 8 this week, I think, is, and then you have a good article to help you out. And then, of course, look for some other resources, as you always do, for these. And so just looking at the chapters, it's week 6 is I'm sorry, it's week 6 resources. Here's your article that you would read. It's about criteria practice, evaluative criteria in practice. And then chapter 8 is performance measurement as an approach to evaluation. This is a really good chapter. And so that's it for the week. And again, with no assignment, look ahead to week 6, though. Okay, and look at that, because you'll have an assignment here that's a summative assignment to write a paper about a program evaluation analysis. Okay, and you should, pick a program. You could use the program you've used in, previous weeks, week 3 or whatever, to do week 6 and week 8 assignment. Okay, week 6 assignment is, like I said, paper that you write, and whereas week 8 is a PowerPoint that you develop that has the same kind of type of information about an evaluation plan. Okay, and in that you will need to use PowerPoint with notes and a voiceover. Okay, so be prepared for that. And if you look ahead, what you're doing in discussions and whatnot, you could use for your assignments in week 6 and 8. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll be glad to help you out. All right, bye.